Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, July 27th, 2022. And breaking news, which I guess it's breaking as of a few hours ago, but I'm just now getting around to talking about it, that Caleb Downs, the number one safety in the nation, has committed to the one and only Alabama Crimson Tide and Nick Saban. So, what does this mean for Alabama's recruiting? What is his film evaluation? We're going to look at that. We're going to look at what kind of player he is, his rating, his overall talent, everything like that. We are live currently on the channel and on YouTube, and we're live on Facebook. We'll be taking questions if you have any. Would love to hear from you guys in the chat as we watch the film and break it all down. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Computer froze up a bit. It does that when I try to upload stuff. But again, looking at five-star safety in Caleb Downs, who committed to the Crimson Tide this afternoon, one of many players that have committed in the Alabama Crimson Tide class for 2023. We can go ahead and take a look at what they have. They currently have 2 commits at safety in this class, one of them, of course, being Caleb Downs. And they currently have 8 guys like that on their roster. Of course, that starts out with guys like Jordan Battle, Malachi Moore in the backfield for the Crimson Tide. And, of course, Alabama having the number 5th class overall in the 2023 cycle. We can go ahead and pull that up, and we can look at what they have. So let me get that here squared away. Chrome tab, 2023 commits. I don't want to share audio. Okay. So if you guys can hear me still, I'm having some technical difficulties. Oh, there we go. It's working now. So apologize, technical difficulties on my end. But overall, here you go with the 2023 football class for Alabama. Caleb Downs right there at the top, 15 hard commits. Jalil Hurley is a 5-star corner. This is Alabama's second 5-star safety in their class. They got Tony Mitchell out of Alabaster at Thompson High School as well. They also got a quarterback in Eli Holston. They got Justice Haynes, who we looked at last week from Buford, Georgia. Dylan Lonergan, Yanze Pierre, Malik Benson, just to name a few guys. And they really are loading up the defensive side of the ball. So it's amazing to see what Alabama is willing to do with this class. I can't wait to see all of these guys on the football field. And Caleb Downs, who, you know, I've been waiting to see where he goes for quite some time. I think a lot of people thought it would be Georgia. It could have been Ohio State. It could have been the Crimson Tide, which it ended up being the Crimson Tide this afternoon officially. So, again, different schools he could have gone to: Georgia, Ohio State. He ended up picking Alabama, as mentioned. What is going on with my computer? So, anyway, Let's take a look officially at Caleb Downs' profile. Let's see what we got here. What are we messing with as rain comes in? Haven't really gotten much rain lately over here in Coleman. Okay, so he's an even build. I like to say that when you have exact height right at 6 foot or something like that, and 185, it's not really there in the middle, but 6 foot, 185 safety, committed today, the number one player in the state of Georgia, the 12th overall in the composite rankings, 13 in the 247 rankings. He is the number one player in the state of Georgia who, like I said before, a lot of people thought he would end up picking Georgia, but he ends up going to the Crimson Tide. I don't think it's that much of a shock, in my opinion, when you look at it. But again, he had offers from practically anywhere, but his top 5 ended up being Alabama, Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Clemson. So not sure if you guys can see that there. So again, Alabama, Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Clemson were on his list. Alabama missed out a couple weeks ago on Peter Woods. Y'all remember me going live for that commitment. 5-star safety, Caleb Downs. Does it make up for it? I would say so. I think there's been a lot that Alabama's gotten that makes up for it, but this is a huge pickup for the Crimson Tide of Alabama. So what do you say we go ahead and look at some of his highlights, look at his film, and get into it? So just give me 1 second and we'll pull it up because I want to see what this guy is made of on the field. Let's see. So this is from Max Preps. It's 2.5 minutes long. And of course, Max Prep's always going to put out like in advance that they're a commit to whatever school it is. But he's from Houston, Georgia, from Mill Creek High School, the class of 2023. And again, I mentioned committing to the Crimson Tide. So let's go ahead and break down some of his film and his highlights and see what this guy's made of here. So let's go. What you got, Caleb? Let's see. This is 2.5 minutes long, but we can break it down. If it'll play. And again, I apologize. I am having trouble with the computer today. It doesn't want to completely cooperate.
Run it, yeah. Run it, run it, run it, yeah. I want it all. Run it, yeah. Run it.
Let's see what you got.
Run it, yeah. I
want all right.
It all. Run it, yeah. Run it.
Here he is. Ooh, what a hit.
Run it. I want it all.
Good job staying on his man right there. Here he is on a kickoff return. Juke move. Got some speed on him. Okay. I'm going to mute it because of the music. Here he goes. Let's see. He gets in front of the man to make the interception. I like that right there. That's what you want in one of these guys. He's got some good speed. He's able to outrun his man and get in front of him to make a play to get a turnover. Watch this. Going deep. Look, he's already got him beat at the 40-yard line. You got a receiver right here who's got another DB on him, but he's all the way out here. There's nobody here for Caleb Downs. There's nobody on this man. So he's wide open. He's going to go up and make a play right there. That was perfect. Okay, let's see what happens here. Obviously, I can't see what down this is, but they're around midfield. Caleb Downs is highlighted right here around the 42-yard line. Let's see what he does. Quarterback has it. I like the cut there. I love that. Love the cut there on that on the receiver. Guy's coming in on his route, right? Guy coming downfield to block, I should say. Not that wasn't necessarily a receiver. That looks like it's a lineman, but he's coming down to try to block him. He outruns him. Boom, hits him hard right there. Stayed on his man. Going deep. He sees the ball in coverage, and he goes up and makes a big play. Next play here, he's going to hit right there. That's one of those ones where, and you can't really see all of the field on this one. It sucks that you can't. But you hit play, able to see his man and make a huge hit. He's very hard hitting here. Caleb Downs, let's see. I guess, is he wearing number 2, it looks like? Okay. So here he is. That's the 30. He's around the 35-yard line here. Quarterback's going to fake a handoff. Nope. Yep, he's going to fake a handoff. He's going to throw it in the flat here. Caleb Downs, before the ball is out, he already reads the quarterback's eyes, sees where he's going to go, and he knows, hey, I got to make a move there. And he does that very well, and he trips him up. I like that. Again, right here, reading the quarterback. I'm pointing at my screen. I know you guys can't really see that, but here he is in the end zone. Right there, boom, makes a stop at the 2. I like how hard he hits. Here he is towards the back of the end zone. Quarterback's going to take off. He reads that very well. Let's see what he does. Nobody there to block Caleb Downs, by the way. He's right here by the ref. You can see that. He comes out and he chases and stays on target with the quarterback. Able to tackle him there. Oh, able to pick it. That was a good catch by that receiver. Oh, a little bit of clipping here. Look at this. He got clipped. That's good, man. I love it. I love what this guy's able to bring to the table. I love to see what he's going to bring to Tuscaloosa. Look at this. Right there. Able to stay on target to make the tackle. I like his speed, too. How fast. Let's see. Is he playing offense? Oh, plays a good receiver, too. He plays some receiver. Juke move into the end zone. Here he is. Able to throw it, too. I like this. All right. So, we just watched some film on Caleb Downs, the number 1 safety, again, committing to the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Able to get an idea of what he does. You know, when I see him play, I see a guy that is relentless, that's a fierce competitor, that wants to get where the football is, that wants to get after you if you're a receiver or even if you're a quarterback. And he even got some good action there towards the end on that final play we saw where he was playing receiver and even trying to catch the ball as well. So it overall, dude's a beast, right? You know, he's going to be a first-round draft pick at some point here in the next few years. He's got good closing speed. You know, when he closes in on a guy and he sees his target, he's able to accelerate so fast and get to the quarterback or the receiver, whichever one he's going after, or whoever has the ball. Man, this dude's got a lot of future in football. He's got a bright future ahead of him in college football here at Alabama, and I'm sure he's going to be a day one starter. Well, I don't know about a day one starter, but he can definitely earn his spot on the field for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings. I'm looking forward to seeing how Alabama's going to use him going forward, and where can he fit in on Pete Golding's defense. You know, Alabama's already got a couple different guys, such as Kool-Aid McKinstry, you know, and who else? Tony Mitchell committed too. So there's a couple. Jaleel Hurley, Tony Mitchell. I mentioned you know, Kool-Aid McKinstry. So it'll be interesting to see what Charles Kelly, who's the safeties coach, what he can do for the Crimson Tide, and Travarius Robertson, the corner coach. So those are the guys that had recruited Caleb Downs, according to 247 Sports. Those are the guys that went after him. Those are the guys that wanted him to come to the Crimson Tide. And today he is. So we welcome him with open arms into the Bama family. And we can't wait to see what he does, man. It's going to be exciting. We welcome all these new recruits. And even if he had committed to somewhere like Georgia, I'd be on here talking about it because he's a big name recruit in this class, the number one safety in the nation. So I can't wait to see what he's made of. Again, I mentioned he had offers from other schools, but his top five: Alabama committed, Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Clemson. Georgia almost got him. And I really think it came down to those two schools, Alabama and Georgia. But, of course, he commits with, again, a guy like Tony Mitchell or whoever in this class with the Crimson Tide in the secondary. So it's going to be fun to watch him. I can't wait. He's 6 foot, 185 pounds, as I mentioned, from Mill Creek High School in Georgia. You know, and Alabama just gets another great and amazing defensive back to add to the class again. And let's take a look real quick at what their class currently looks like. This will definitely boost them up in the ranks for sure to a top 5 class. Caleb Downs, who we're talking about today, Jaleel Hurley, who's a 5-star corner, Tony Mitchell is a 5-star safety. The other guy that will eventually be a defensive star for the Crimson Tide alongside Caleb Downs, Justice Haynes, who we looked at last week, a quarterback in Eli Holston. Wilkin Formby is a 4-star offensive tackle. Dylan Lonergan is a 4-star quarterback who we looked at a couple weeks ago. Elias Alayan, who is a 4-star offensive tackle. Yanze Pierre, I'm excited for him. He's from Eufaula. He's a 4-star edge. Malik Benson is a 4-star receiver. Justin Jefferson, not to get confused with the former LSU wide receiver, but Justin Jefferson, a linebacker from Poplarville, Mississippi. Cole Adams, Raquez McElderry, Brayson Hubbard is an athlete that's normally listed for the defensive side of the ball. And then Connor Talty is a no-star kicker, although a lot of people are saying he plays like a 5-star kicker if there is one. We looked at him a little bit last week as well. So, but anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much at anyone who tuned in. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan for your life. Believe that, remember it, live it out. And don't forget to comment down below what you think of Caleb Williams going to the Crimson Tide. Do you think he's making the right college decision? And what are your overall thoughts on him long term in college football? I love y'all. Jesus loves you. God bless. And like I always say, roll tide. Ballard Sports Media, checking out. Love y'all. Peace.